So we are the last group, which is group 7, and today we will present a topic about marriage and divorce via social media. Before we present, we will introduce as ourselves.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurin Christina. I am the moderator.
My name is Nurul Ain. As a panelist number 1.
My name is Nur Alisha and I will be panelist number 2.
My name is Safiuddin, as a panelist number 3.
My name is
Group 7. Saya.
My name is Firdaus, as a divorcee, postman.
Bisa dah.
My name is Nafisa as a divorcee.
Okay, before we proceed, let's watch a video about statistic marriage and divorce in Malaysia.
Okey, baiklah. Di siang awal malam ini kita nak bercerita dengan proses dan yang dikeluarkan oleh Jabatan Perangkaan mengenai kahwin dan cerai. Seronok cerita pasal kahwin, tapi perkara yang diperfizikan juga mengenai perceraian. Inilah statistik perkahwinan dan perceraian di Malaysia untuk tahun 2023. Di mana kalau dilihat daripada bilangan ini, bilangan perkahwinan menurun 0.5% daripada 215
So regarding to the youth, we can see that there is increasing percentage of the divorce among in Indonesia from the 2021 to the 2022. So I believe that we can see that divorce now is becoming common through the regarding to the someone who has get married. So now we want to proceed to the one of our divorcee to hear about her story regarding to her marriage and also divorce that she right now facing. Sister Nafisa, can you tell us about your situation?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Thank you for inviting me into your discussion today. So, my name is Nafisa, a divorcee and a proud mom of one. Okay, so I'm here to be a storyteller, right? So I hope you all are willing to hear my story today. So basically, this story is about a woman, which is me, who are being divorced by my husband without me knowing it. Long short story. My ex-husband is married for 5 years. For first years of marriage, in the first year of marriage, it was full of ups and downs, but mostly down because typical newlyweds. And alhamdulillah, after 3 years, we have been blessed with one beautiful soul, a son. So my husband, what I can say, he is a good. My ex-husband, what I can say, he was a good and a good man and good father figure. He's full of empathy, high in tolerance, respectful, a very living partner to me and my son, to our son. All this and all that, all the positive thing. What I want to say here is, at that time, I feel that he is the most perfect human being ever exists before that tragedy happened. So, long short story, on our 4th year of marriage, on the month of Hari Raya, I received a very devastated news saying that my husband cheated on me with someone that I know. Okay. But argument after arguments, tears after tears, until one moment I got a message from him saying that it's kind of, I don't know, something like promise or pledge, I don't know. But he says that if I ever cheated to you again, then saya akan ceraikan awak, something like that. Okay, alright. He's saying that because he wants to convince me that he won't do it again. He won't repeat that mistake again. So why message? Because at that moment I'm not living with him under same roof for about 2 months because of the arguments, Okay, I feel very terrified that my marriage will be ruined, but because of this. So when I got that message, that's when I know that it is the turning point for me. So, I want to save our marriage, so I accept him and hoping that he won't repeat that mistake again. But little did I know, on the 1 year later, I got the same news again, that my husband cheated on me for the second time with the same person on the same year. On the same year he did for the first time. But this one is on December. Okay. What this situation means that the talaq has already has commenced upon me without me knowing it, because I only know after 1 year. So can you imagine living with him under one roof, sharing beds with him for over 1 year? So I think that's the traumatizing surprising story for me.
Yeah, I hope you can be strong facing the situation. But right now, currently you are not. Don't cry. You're going to sing. So
Let them move on.
oh, okay. So like, your son is living with you or?
Yeah, the custody. I got the full custody of my son because I have all the I've met all the conditions.
So like for you, she tell about the like if I cheated, then apa ni I will cerai dengan you. Is that face to face or like what?
Through a message.
Through message. In WhatsApp or
In WhatsApp
in WhatsApp?
because we're not living under one roof.
Oh, for 1 year. 2 months. 2
months.
months. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think it's very not a good like if he cheated and then right, all people say that if you do it and then he will do it again and again and again. So I think that's not good for him lah. That's a good apa ni, he is not a good husband for you. So you make the right decision to first. So I would like to ask panel 3 about regarding to after you heard her situation. So what would be the like Islamic perspective from what the our divorcee telling you?
Thank you for moderators for inviting me from this forum. Alright. As we know, the divorce is not something like to be preferred in marriage in Islam. So divorce can be various way to perform it. For instance, with pronounce it, right? The husband pronounce it, the talaq, and then with fasah, with li'an, and so on. So divorce with conditions is valid actually in Islam. So for instance, if the husband say, if you step up once step out of this house, I will divorce you, for example. And then if the wife leaves the house and at that time, so the talaq will force on her. And then it is obligatory to with the words for the husband, because of divorce is not working if the husband pronounce it in head. So it is compulsory to pronounce it. Yes. And then for the conclusion, divorce in for your situation is actually there's what do we call percanggahan between the scholars. The true situation is the divorce is working if the wife is doing the or langgar arahan. It's not about the what do we call the husband fault, right? So for your situation, maybe the talaq is not working. Alright, yeah, that's it.
So from what I know that regarding to your situation, I think the talaq is called like talaq taklid, like yes. So like the talaq is going on if under one condition of what the husband said. So can I know like when do you know about the divorce, and how about your child? Is the child like, what about your court's ruling and also the child custody and the story of your child?
So according to Mahkamah Syariah, they had declared that our marriage was bought, and now at the moment my husband fulfill the condition. And for my child custody, alhamdulillah I got full custody of my son. One because he is still underage. Second because I fulfill all the conditions that granted me to retain the custody, and the father retains the guardianship.
So yeah, so I think you need to be strong enough to face the situation. So so for the next question, I would like to ask our brother Amirul to tell us a story regarding to your situation about this issue.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Amirul Firdaus, and I'm 23 years old, and my ex-wife is the name is Siti, and she is 21 years old. We have been married for 3 years, and a result of the marriage we were blessed with one son, which is 2 years old. And I want to tell a short story from me, and the story is the story of our divorce because from me being a hot-tempered man, or in Malay, panas barang. At the time, we had a big fight and had a disagreement with each other, which made me to go outside for a while. When I outside, I made the decision to divorce my wife, and I sent a short message in WhatsApp, which is saying, I take my own path and you take your own path. That's a short story for me.
Can I know what the reason you want to divorce?
Because we had a big fighting, and I also a man who have a hot temper.
How long the divorce has been? Like now you are 23, so you divorced with her since?
Since my marriage
Yes.
Is 3 years,
And then you
and
divorced.
then it was
Yes. So can I know Pantry? So what your opinion for the situation of what Madam Rose has just told us?
Right. Thank you for the matter. Alright. Actually, divorce must be clear and necessary for things that have already done, and also ongoing. Right. And then if it's not a conditional divorce, and then the pronunciation of divorce must say the words divorce, divorced, divorcee. Right. And then for example, if we say I will divorce you, or I already divorce you, so the talaq will fall on her. And then if and the condition or the situation of the talaq is not fall into her is, for example, if I will divorce you, right? I will divorce you, or I divorce you. So the sentence is not completely the what we call the syarat lah, alright. And then the utterance of divorce also cannot be made as a joke. For example, if we as a husband, we pretending to be like a cool guy with other friends, like I already divorce my wife at home. So the hukum actually the wife at home is already divorced lah. Alright. And then back to the situation. Actually, the law of divorcing through the WhatsApp, for instance, WhatsApp or message, is actually valid if the what do we call, the husband is pronounced it. So if for example when he typed the "I will divorce you" for instance, he must pronounce it at that time. If he not pronounce it, so the divorce is not okay. Right. That's the actually hukum lah in Islam.
Yeah, since from what I know that the divorce is going to happen if we have niat, and then it's also been is like terang if the about the akad we call it now. So and then also from what I know like we have like 5 hukum of the talak itself. So whether it's was wajib, harus, mubah, and the others too. And then but I don't know. Of course, you need to tell the Mahkamah Syariah first. After you have tell the your wife, and then you need to go to Mahkamah Syariah, and then Mahkamah Syariah will decide whether it was valid or not. But I think if sometimes the man also could not like you say you have hot temper, right? So could be after you have tell in the WhatsApp you want to rujuk with her back. But from what I know, because I have a family going on divorce, if he want to get back with the with her wife, he need to pay a fine about 1,000 because he made the akad, and then after he made the akad, and then he suddenly he want to rujuk with her wife. That's why for me the word of divorce cannot be played like dipandang rendah of the marriage, on the marriage itself. So can I know Brother Amirul about the child custody and also the court's ruling in your situation?
When the divorce happened, my wife and I went to Sharia court to determine who was eligible to get custody of our child. Child custody usually have a few of factors among which is that usually the mother will be given custody of children who are still child, especially under 7 years old. However, the will also depend on the mother's condition, which is a time and more. Since I am an offshore worker and my ex-wife is a teacher, it is clear that the mother will have custody of our child. Moreover, I am a hot temper, no? This is very important because the child safety must be guaranteed.
Yeah, I think you need to improve in controlling your temper. Right? So moving on to our panel one. So what would be the what would be the causes about among the marriage and divorce via social media? Can I know and provide with some of the scientific percentage of Indonesia?
Okay, thank you to the moderator. So we can see that there are a lot of studies about marriage and divorce in Malaysia. So which is there are four common causes that divorce happen. So the first one is because of lack of commitment, infidelity or extramarital affair, like what happened to the sister Nafisa and her husband, and too much conflict and arguing, like what happened to the brother Firdaus, and also lack of physical intimacy. So these what the common causes that always happen among the married couple. So there's a National Population and Family Development Board Malaysia, or we call as NPFDB. The chairman, which is Datuk Sri Rohani Abdul Karim, he say that there is 56.2% of men say that they divorce because of lack of understanding from their spouse. Because we can see that maybe they are married at the young age, so we know that at the 5 years of our marriage there is a lot of argument because we in the process know each other, right? And it followed by infidelity, which is perselingkuhan, about 11.8%, and also interference from in-laws. And also there is a finding from women also indicate that the same causes from what men said, that lack of understanding as the main cause of the divorce, and also followed by infidelity, responsibility, interference from in-laws, and also refusing for a second wife, also the main causes that women see, and financial problem, and also other causes such as abuse, infertility, and also involvement in fun. So there is one fact that we cannot be dispute, that whether we want to accept it or not, that women initiate divorce more often than men on average, because this is based on the numerous of studies that nearly 70% of divorce are initiated by the woman. So we can see that's why women do not have the power to of the talak.
Because woman is very emotional,
Yes.
so that's why the power of the divorce is held by husband. Yeah, I think that's true. So I want to proceed with our canon 2. Canon to the impact of marriage and divorce via social media. So could you tell us?
Alright, so thank you to moderator. As we all know that the impact of the divorce has contributed a lot of impact in terms of like economy, mental, and also the kids' well-being. However, for today, I will be explaining in terms of like the legal perspective of the divorce itself. So, divorce through social media and electronic medium is actually considered as one of the divorce outside of court, in which the parties, which is the husband and wife, are not aware the effect of the pronouncement of talak, since both of these parties have lack of in terms of their knowledge about divorce law and also in Islamic law. So this will create a confusion, especially to the divorced wife itself, in which she will not aware when is the duration of her iddah period will begin, because as we all know, the divorce through social media is a vague, right? We don't know when it will start and all the stuff, so it will create a confusion, especially to the wife. So the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, has come up with the guideline for the wife to observe her iddah period, especially when the pronouncement of talak being made outside of the court, specifically the case of divorce to social media. And there was actually a legal case in Malaysia in which the husband went to the court to register of him and also his wife rujuk, but actually he was already pronounced talak for the third time already. So the court decided to reject the case because it's being made for the third time. So from here we can see that in this case that it requires guideline from the highest authority, JAKIM specifically, and also the Sharia court itself to provide a guideline for divorce outside of the court, specifically through social media as we live in the modern era, because it will create a lot of confusion and also we need a lot of fatwa for this case. And as I want to mention to cite one hadith which is narrated by Abdullah ibn Umar, which said that the Prophet ﷺ said, of all the lawful acts, the most detestable to Allah is divorce. So as we can see, the statistic of divorce has been increasing day by day, especially after the COVID-19. So we have to know that as a Muslim, that divorce is not something that could be taken lightly, especially through social media platform as we live in a modern era. So yeah, that's basically for me.
So we could see that the divorce is not like you need to take mengambil berat about the regarding to the divorce station. So if you someone that got married, the husband and the wife should take an action after the divorce, even if you are not like pasti regarding to what the husband and the wife is facing. You need to consult with the Mahkamah Syariah so that you know the divorce is jatuh or not. So the talak is jatuh or not. So I think the most important is that you need to learn about the hukum of the talak itself so that you will understand more that we cannot play with the words of talak and also the niat of it. And then the Mahkamah Syariah will take an action if you like or if you take an action to tell the Mahkamah Syariah, and then they will like consult the husband and also the wife. So that is all from us. Any panel please, and also you just want to add more? So that is all from us.